Hey guys, Reed here and welcome to Reed Reborn. Today is a guide from one of the new dungeons from update 2.4, Snowcloak. To get into this dungeon you need an average item level of 80 or above, and to unlock it you need to progress through the story missions that were released in 2.4. Overall this is a pretty fun dungeon, and yeah, let's move on to the first boss. Okay, so after finding the tiny key you can come to the first boss room and fight Wandil. Okay, so first up is a move he does called Snowdrift. This is just going to be a large sort of wind that blows across the area, and it gives you a debuff called Frozen. If you get 4 stacks of this, you'll go into a deep freeze and won't be able to play for about 10 seconds. I'm not sure if it can be stunned, but if it can, it'll be a major help, because as you can see, about halfway through the fight, we all get frozen and out of the fight. Okay, so a second thing he does is spawn in an ad called a Frost Bomb. You have to take this out as quick as you can, because as you can see he does a move called Hyperthermal Combustion, and this deals damage and gives you an additional stack of Frozen, so you need to take it out as fast as possible. If a Frost Bomb is allowed to complete Hyperthermal Combustion, it will deal reasonably high damage, about 1000, and also make this sort of ring of ice around the edge of the arena. If you stand in it, it just does ice damage over time, but then makes it harder to dodge things like Cold Wave, which I'll go on to in a minute, and makes it just generally harder for the group. So another move he does is Cold Wave. As you can see, it's just a ground AoE that does fairly high damage, and gives you another stack of Frozen. But after repeating these steps of killing the ads, dodging the AoEs, and a lot of healing, you would have killed the first boss and then can carry on through the dungeon. So after clearing some monsters, you will arrive at the second boss and face the Yeti. So this is a pretty cool fight, but from the beginning he's going to summon some ads, some like Spriggans, and we found that the easiest way is just not to kill them and not to touch them at all. But you should just focus on the Frostbound when it spawns. Just take it out as quick as you can, because it hits fairly high and just makes the whole boss a lot easier. Okay, so your tank is going to want to line the Yeti up in line with Spriggans, so when he does the move Frozen Mist, they all get turned into snowballs. Just once they're turned into snowballs, they can't move, and you just need to keep doing this so the snowballs keep growing bigger and bigger. Having the snowballs there also helps for a move he does called Netherlies. Basically, when this happens, all you got to do is just target a snowball and hit it into the Yeti, and that interrupts that ability. If you do get hit by that, your vulnerability increases, increasing the amount of damage you take. But when the snowballs get to their biggest point, you should just target them and hit them into the Yeti, and they deal massive damage. They take about 30% off his health from each one, so just repeating this process until he dies. But at the same time, don't forget to take out the Frostbound when it spawns and dodge the AoEs. Okay, so after killing some more monsters and collecting the Finger of the Apostate, you will arrive at the final boss, Fenrir. This is a really easy fight, but a move he does to look out for is called 1000-Year Storm. This is just like the wind in the first boss, except it doesn't give the debuff Frozen, it only deals damage. When you see Fenrir roar and like that purple stuff comes out, you're going to expect these AoE circles to land on the ground and some icicles to form. On the first set of icicles, each one is going to do AoE. 2 of them do straight line and 1 of them does sort of circle. When you see him howl again, you should expect the AoE on the floor and be ready for the icicles to drop. On the second set of icicles, only 2 of them are going to do AoEs, while 1 of them is going to stay permanent, and this is for a move he does called Lunar Cry. When you see this, you should just go behind the permanent icicle and you won't be affected. If you are hit by it, you'll be hit by Deep Freeze and won't be able to move for about 10 seconds. But after Lunar Cry has finished, just be careful, because the icicle will explode and you'll need to run away. And that is literally the whole fight. The icicles just keep alternating. One set doesn't do Lunar Cry, the next set does do Lunar Cry. And that's literally the whole fight. You keep doing that until you kill him. And then you will have completed Snowcloak. And that is my guide over. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more Final Fantasy XIV videos in the future.